adding sensors to our tanks. As you can see, we have 2 tanks set up here. We'll go ahead and add a sensor. You'll see that you have temperature sensors, pH sensors, ORP sensors. You'll also have leak detectors and other things you can add. As we expand the capabilities of this, we'll continue to add more sensors, say TDS or salinity or other type things there. We'll start with temperature. So we're going to add a temperature sensor. You'll see here that we have listed the temperature sensors that are connected. We have one here and one here. So you go to the device. This is the Hydra controller, and the 6-digit number that is written on the front of it will always identify which one you're connected to. We're connected to one of them here, and I'm using the first thermocouple, so I can go ahead and add that to the system. Done. We'll then see the temperature will show up right here on the system. We can also go out and add a pH sensor. We'll see that we have one pH sensor connected, and we have pH. ORP is a little more complicated. These 2 sensors are supported natively. When we want to add an ORP sensor, we go to devices, we go to settings, and we go add ORP sensor. And we'll go here and it will say, where is this ORP sensor? We'll say add. You'll have to choose the hub and port. Now this is, you'll see in your device everything that's available. This ORP sensor, you have to know this from seeing it and looking at it, is in my Wi-Fi port, and it's on port 0. So I would click that. And once I've done that, I can say done. And it's now configured. This is now available to add. I go back to the tank menu. I say add ORP sensor. I hit ORP sensor, and you'll see that we now have an ORP sensor we can add. And I add it to the system. So it's very simple. It works this way with many other things, but adding sensors is just as simple as going there. You can also remove them just as easily. You can remove them and assign them to another tank. I could remove the temperature sensor from here, and I could go to this tank, and I could add this temperature sensor there and put it in there. You can add the temperature sensor to multiple tanks, but it is one temperature sensor and all the controls are universal. But ultimately, you would just set the temperature sensor and go.